Amongst the old forts, Blood River Heritage Site, Rogues Drift and other historic sites in KZN, the Midlands is home to 4 other monumental landmarks. Stay with me as we go through them all. The City Hall, located on the corner of Commercial Road and Church Street in Pietermaritzburg, is the largest all-brick building in the Southern Hemisphere. It dominates the city center with its 150-feet clock tower and coincidentally houses the largest pipe organ in the world.
Like that's a cover, so more you pull it here, and then in front, a big pipe. That sound was routine, but it's working. It's working.
Next is a site of consequence to Mahatma Gandhi's career change. Pietermaritzburg train station. The then young lawyer arrived in South Africa to attend to a legal matter of a fellow Indian. But the man familiar with court proceedings found out the hard way that no one was above the apartheid law.
So Gandhi, as a person of an Indian nation, with his first class ticket, he jumped into a first class compartment, whereby when he actually got in Pietermaritzburg, he suffered a huge embarrassment because they threw him out of the train. And that was the beginning of the peace movement, which actually gave rise, together with Nelson Mandela's movements as well.
The third site is quartered at the oldest township in Pietermaritzburg, Imbali Bantu Township. Aya Samaj Hall, now called Manaye Hall. The hall hosted the All in Africa Conference, which happened to be Nelson Mandela's last public address before his arrest. The seemingly small venue stomached over 1,500 delegates from all social formations in Southern Africa. It was in this conference that the 2 slogans, "One Man, One Vote" and "Amandla Awethu" were coined. Just 13 days after his return to the country from military training in Morocco and Ethiopia, Nelson Mandela was arrested at a roadblock near Howick. As a result, the otherwise ordinary piece of land along the R103 road suddenly took on profound consequence, now home to this capture site, represented by a world-renowned sculpture by Marco Cianfelli and Jeremy Rose, and a museum. The museum displays the car Nelson Mandela was driving as he pretended to be a chauffeur in an attempt to evade the police. Amongst other displays is a room that offers insight into Nelson Mandela's life. Lastly, the Midlands is also home to the old prison, where Mandela spent a weekend of incarceration before being transported to Robben Island.
Okay, so Nelson Mandela was incarcerated here in 1962 when he was caught in Howick. He spent a weekend at the old prison museum. So it is not a history that is always shown. We are always shown in Robben Island.
Contrary to popular belief, Mahatma Gandhi was never incarcerated in the old prison. Amongst other prominent freedom fighters, Gandhi's wife was jailed here instead.
And also Gandhi, specifically Gandhi wasn't incarcerated here. So we need to clear that off because a lot of people come here and say Gandhi was incarcerated here. But Oscar's Waku Kastupa Gandhi that was incarcerated here. But there was a point where Gandhi came to the old prison museum Ezele because in 1913 unkosikazi wakhe kanti bebanjwe eTransvaal khona imatch which was called Fighting Without Fists babanjwa lapho nenkosazana encane kusuka wabe eseza lana.
And that caps our trip through some of the amazing historical landmarks of the storied Midlands. But don't take my word for it. Here are some reviews from those who have had the joy to visit these sites.
What captured my heart? Okay, it almost left me sad. The things that were done there was the prison in Pietermaritzburg. They told us about people being tortured in the prison, showed us places where they got hanged. Yeah, that was a bit disturbing. But seeing how the area has been developed to help the community, and now they have a school there, that was really nice to see.
I feel like I've actually been part of the whole apartheid era just by being here alone, you know, so that's the kind of importance that it really has.